In this video, we're going to take a look at a poll or survey in the app, and you can see the app running over here on the right, and we have the questions that were made in the last video here. I'm going to add one more just to show you another option here. So we're going to make, let's say, the president, and there are a lot of people running for president. So we've got David and Mike and Ruth and Hillary, and need more candidates. We can add additional answer options here, add more additional answers, up to 50. So actually using this form, you can add as many as you like. You can also upload a whole slate of questions and answers on a spreadsheet. If you look at this link, upload by CSV, but we're going to have Pip and Beck as our other candidates. We'll put them in this order, and then we'll let two of these be selected. And we'll add that question and update the survey. So this will update in the background so that when I access it in the app, it'll be running and ready to go. Because this is open between these two dates, and as I record this, we're between these two dates, this is showing up in the app, and it gives me this question answer icon to tell me that this is not a regular event, this is something that I'm going to participate in. So over in the app, I will select it, and I can see as a user or a participant that this is anonymous. If I click up here, I get an explanation of how that's going to work, in that it's the app, it's iAttended that's preserving that anonymity. One of the things that this explains is, let's say for something like this, you will see that somebody's participated. So for the very first person, that might mean that their vote is not actually anonymous, because you'll see the results and you'll see only one person's voted. So we hold those results until one of two things are satisfied. First of all, 3 voters or participants, they're not necessarily votes for elections, but 3 participants have answered a question in more than one way, or 5 participants have asked, if everybody's voting for Matthew, and 5 people have voted for Matthew and nobody else, then those become public. But if 3 people vote for Ruth, Ruth's results would be hidden until 5 people have participated, or 1 person votes for Ruth, 2 people vote for Mark. At that point, you'll see one for Ruth, 2 for Mark. Only 3 people have participated. You're not going to be able to figure out, most likely, who was voting for whom. So that's a description and explanation that's available to users. So when I'm ready, I click the action button on the bottom here. So I can see I have 3 questions. I'll vote for secretary. Because I only get to pick one here, as soon as I select John, it will move me to the next question, although I can go back and change my vote if I need to. But I can only select one person at a time. So I'm going to move on to treasurer and select Ruth here. And then this moves me to the president. Notice in the previous questions, selecting an answer moved me forward, but because this is asking for 2, I'll start with Ruth. It's not going to let me move, it's not going to automatically let me move forward. Although once I get here, it's going to give me a summary that I voted for Ruth, and that's good enough. 1 vote's good, but I can go 1 more. I'll vote for Ruth and Pip. And that will automatically take me to the end. If I unselect my votes, it's going to warn me when I get here, I haven't got anything selected. Maybe I want to go back and do that. But because I don't have to answer all of those, it will let me actually submit this. Now, if I try to decide, maybe to go back, or I'm hitting the back button and I hit the exit button, it is going to warn me that if I leave now, I'm going to lose all my responses. So yes, quit, or no, I want to continue. And even as I'm going through, once I've answered enough questions, let me quit this and start it over again. If I hit submit up here, nothing's going to work. I have to answer 2 questions for this to take. And now the submit button up here becomes active. And if I get all the way to the end, the submit button will also be active. If I undo one of these answers, the submit button again becomes inactive and I can't do anything about it. So I will have to make at least 2 choices. I'll make 3, go back to treasure, make sure I voted for something here. So I get a chance to review my answers and then submit this. So it's telling me my response has been recorded. I'm not earning any credits for this. And if I head back to the start, I no longer can take this quiz or this poll because it's already been done. If I refresh this page, I'm going to see now that I have some results here, but I can't actually view those because in this case, I'm the first voter, and until we get 3 different votes or 5 identical votes, these will become hidden for me. So when they are visible, you'll have, this will show, it will default to showing you a percentage. So 50% voted for Mark, 25% voted for Matthew, John, and Romans. You can toggle, if you click this, when it's showing you a number, it will toggle between raw numbers and percentages if you want to get to that. If I look at the attendance, this is going to show me that somebody has participated, but I can't see that participant's actual answer. So I'll go back here. If it was a quiz or if this was not anonymous, you'd have a button here that would actually let you see that person's responses. So that's how it appears in the app, and a glimpse, at least one variation of it, of how, in this case, you have hidden data, but once you have enough participants engaging, you're going to see those results come through as percentages and as raw numbers.